How you doing? Welcome back. This next video is about missing out on this journey. What am I missing out on when I stop drinking alcohol? And it's just another one of these, trying to get you to get past that first 30 days. So it's 100 videos in 100 days we're doing from December through March, and the idea is to try and get you to cross that line, to stop drinking alcohol, get as many people as we can to cross that line and to get this poison out of their life. All right, let's get on with the video today. You know, when I stopped first, part of the experience is to be full of excitement about what is possible, full of excitement about the potential that you're opening up for yourself. And even though I didn't have a great idea, I didn't have great knowledge or imagination about where I was. I've been drinking for 30 years, so I didn't really know a life without alcohol, so it was difficult for me to sort of picture myself being away from alcohol, what I was going to do, how I was going to get to the different places. But I had an excitement about the potential, about the possibilities, and that's a good thing. But I also had a fear, and it was an underlying fear about missing out more than anything else. I mean, I think the reality of drinking alcohol is that you drink alcohol as a tool, as a crutch to help you through life. It doesn't help you through life, it makes life worse, but that's the perception, is that it does help you. You feel it at the moment because in the momentary instant gratification mindset, it takes you away from having to think about things. But it is thinking about things and putting in the work into thinking about things that creates a good life. And without that thinking, you're handicapping yourself hugely. So, but I think at the early stages of this, that manifests itself as a fear of missing out. So you're missing out on fun, you're missing out on all the good things in life, you know. Like I said, I'd spun myself this narrative over the years that I was a drinker and that this was part of who I was. This is part of my core personality, you know. I'm a drinker and nobody's going to tell me that I can't drink alcohol or I can't get drunk every so often, and I like it, you know, this is my life, that kind of thing, you know. I didn't go around talking like that, but that was the inner voice, I suppose, you know. You know, you are going to be missing out on things, and that's the whole point. But missing out on what exactly? And I think this is a part where we have to start looking at ourselves and reframing what we consider to be a good time. You know, what do you consider to be socializing, for instance? I mean, there's nothing social about drinking alcohol. You know, maybe the first drink or two when it helps you to relax a little bit. You go into a situation, you feel a bit tense and stuff, and you know, but that's a normal part of life. That's a normal part of going into a place where there's a lot of people around and you have to interact with these people. It's normal to feel a little bit uncomfortable. And as a normal part of the relaxation process of talking and chatting, and that's what relaxes you, but we don't associate that with talking and chatting. We associate it with the alcohol, and it's only afterwards when you take the alcohol out of the situation that you realize that this is the case. Sadly, you didn't realize it for so many years. So, you know, it's people think about the missing out as they're going to be missing out on the parties. They're never going to be able to have a drink to celebrate or to have fun. And you know, once you take the alcohol out of a party, what's the fun in a party? You know, well, as far as I'm concerned, that's what the party is. It's people in a room getting drunk and being able to all do it together, you know. That's my interpretation. Was never a party person. I was always an alcohol person, so it didn't really matter much to me where I was drinking. In fact, I think the louder the party got, even when I was drunk, I didn't like it, and I used to get out of there unless I got really drunk, you know. So what are you actually missing out on? You're missing out on the hangovers, that's for sure. You're going to get no more hangovers when you stop drinking alcohol. My alcohol hangovers were lasting 2 or 3 days sometimes. 2 or 3 days, man. And I presume that they would have lasted a bit longer, the longer I would have done it. I mean, you're missing out on spending all your hard-earned money on this shite. That's another thing. You know, as I said in one of the earlier videos, I'm not really bothered about the money side of things. I'm not a money person, but I do like having money in order to, as a tool to do the things that I want. I don't need to have money in the bank just for the measuring the size of my dick, you know, and saying, oh, I've got more money than you. I don't need that, right? Saying and doing things that you regret, that's another thing I really miss, you know what I mean? So, you know, look at the things that you're doing in your life and just say to yourself, am I really missing out on not drinking alcohol? What am I actually missing out on? What if I took all of this out of my life and I started afresh and I started, what other things could you bring back in? Like I said, I know it's difficult in the beginning because I was in that position where that's what my fun was, that's what my socializing was, that's what my life was. I drank for so long I didn't know how to live without it. So this is a struggle, but it's a struggle that you will reap many rewards from if you put yourself into it. So if you haven't stopped drinking already, there's a preparation course that you can take. It's absolutely free down below. It's called our Quick Start Preparation. It's to try and help people as much as possible to get clear on where they're going, to give them the confidence that they can do it and the courage that they can step across that line. It's free, it's down below. Just click on the link and go over and have a watch of it. It's less than an hour, so it's not going to take much of your time. And it's a good preparation if you want to make other big changes in your life as well. If you've stopped drinking alcohol, take this. So to sum up the video today, you know, you have to really, it takes time for you to really understand that you're not missing out on anything in this, and it's a natural part and part of the process of moving forward is that you are going to miss out on some things. There is that fear that you're, what am I going to do with this situation or that situation, and how am I going to cope with it? But that's just part of life. So look, take care of yourself. Speak to you in the next video. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.